The hidden forces and COVID virus. The social media lately, associated with some press, started mentioning a theory called the theory of the 1 golden billion. It says that only 1 billion people is enough to stay alive on Earth. Today, the number of humanity is about 8 billions plus, meaning that more than 7 billions, according to this theory, should disappear. We believe that it is similar to Nazism in its brutal principle, but addressed in a new face. Adolf Hitler introduced Nazi ideology in the Second World War. He believed that the German Aryan race alone deserves life. The rest of the peoples fit to be servants for the Aryan race. The theory of the golden billion approach is so much alike. The adopters of it believe that Earth will diminish its resources little by little. Indeed, global warming in recent years has become a major problem that casts a shadow over life on Earth. Sweet water has become polluted due to factories' wastes, and so many other reasons, as we named a few, that supports the thought of the 1 golden billion on Earth. It has so much to do with the hidden forces, the government that rules the world, that wants to give life to this billion alone. It is appropriate to mention here that the origin of this theory goes back to the British thinker or economist Robert Matthews. The Syrian journalist or writer Yahya al-Aridi in London-based Al-Arab newspaper mentioned this topic, saying, the British federal economist Robert Matthews, at the end of the 19th century, established this theory for the first time and put it to the world, caused an uproar at that time when he said in one of his writings, there must be obstacles to the growth of the population to reduce their numbers. It may take a positive and ethical form, such as chastity, asceticism, and monasticism. But in his opinion, this is not enough, as people do not have the culture, knowledge, and insight. So he highlighted some extra factors such as wars, poverty, famines. Yet, he mentioned the word epidemics, which is our episode here. He believed that epidemics should intervene to achieve this balance. Therefore, according to the writer's opinion, those who adopt this theory are called New Masons, who believed in this idea, meaning that disasters must pass on humanity. For instance, impoverishment and famines could do the job, yet epidemics are the fastest weapon of it all. And that we understand this theory, we can pinpoint to the right wound, to know that all what happened on this planet, from scourge, wars, and sectarian fightings, was because of those who adopted this idea and the government that runs the world following its agenda. All the peoples that have suffered from hunger, poverty, and deprivation in all countries of the world was caused by those people who believed in this theory. This is no longer hidden. The world is not blind anymore. Our guidance is always the Bible. The Lord has promised everyone who oppressed people with annihilation that he will one day take revenge from the killers and the oppressors. In the Bible and in the book Isaiah is mentioned, what do you mean by crushing my people and grinding the faces of the poor? Declares the Lord Almighty. And he said in Ezekiel, you've gone far enough, princes of Israel. Give up your violence and oppression and do what is just and right. Stop dispossessing my people, declares the sovereign Lord. He will never let the hidden forces crush the peoples. They have crushed what is enough. But the time has gone, and the day of the Lord, in which he condemns those forces that crush the peoples, is so near. We are here to talk about pandemic of COVID-19, whether it is manufactured virus in the labs of China or in the USA once. It is a pandemic anyway. We say that it is a test from the Lord and an experience that He wanted to test the believers. The Lord wants to draw our attention and remind us of the New Testament that we made to Christ, to remind us that returning to the Bible and the law is the solution. The divine solution is above the human ones. The Bible mentions the issues of diseases. That is a trial that affects people when they run away from the law of the Lord. In the book of Deuteronomy, we read, "Your children who follow you in later generations and foreigners who come from distant lands to see the calamities that have fallen on the land and the diseases with which the Lord has affected it." Diseases are in the hand of the Lord. They are an ordeal that the Lord makes upon the peoples when they deserve punishment. COVID-19 is just a cloud that the Lord will remove if peoples return and remember their promise to Him. Christ is coming on the doors to condemn the hidden powers and condemn those who want to crush the hungry and the oppressed in the world. And He is coming to restore His kingdom promised in the Bible.